Okay, so this tool is called the Emotional Wellness Tool, and it is from Sandra's website. And it's part of the 8 Dimensions of Wellness. You've already reviewed that. So in your story lies your behavior. So my story is, from the age of 5 to 16, I grew up in a household as a single, only child with my mom, who was using drugs the whole time. The whole childhood, my mom was actively using drugs. And during that time, I used to have to go pick up my mom from drug houses. I would be the only one in the house when she would be high and have episodes where I had to help her come back down. And the hardest part for me is I used to call people and ask them to come help me, and they didn't. So imagine an 8-year-old going up a long street in the dark, trying to find her mother to bring her back home from a drug house. Finally finding her being very heavy because she's high, and I have to lead her home. And there's no one that answers my call, okay? And I do this from 5 to 16. At 16, I run away from home and get into my own apartment. At 17, I was a high school dropout and pregnant with my first son, or my only son. And during that time, I did not know how to ask for help now, because nobody's gonna help me, right? That's the message I got.
Yeah.
That's the message I got. I don't matter. Nobody helps me. And I'm bad because I'm fighting my mom all the time. I'm always trying to get her to stop. And what child fights their mom? Right? Because I used to physically fight her when she was high. When she wasn't high, she's like the Betty Crocker of all mothers. She made sure I was fed. She made sure I had a shelter. She did everything else that was under her job description, so to speak. But that emotional support was not there. And I grew up into an adult that did not understand how to process my emotions, how to ask for what I need, how to identify when I'm not being treated well, because if my mother treated me like that, then this is the standard of who I am. Y'all see what I mean? So, even as I was going through high school, going into college, deciding at one point, once I knew my son had a disability, a light bulb went off. He can't have what I had. I can't stay on welfare. I can't depend on people. I have to do something different. Because if I don't, he's going to experience what I experience. Because I'm one decision away from being her. Just one. All I have to do is pick up something. So I was already drinking. I was already using marijuana. But I could have easily got access to any drug that I wanted because I passed it every day. Okay? So I had to make a different choice. And once I decided to make a different choice, what I did was submerge myself in opportunities that allowed me to experience more of who I was. So I got around people who I wasn't used to being around. I talked to people that I wasn't used to talking to. I was just talking to Kamel upstairs and saying to him, there was times where I would sit in the welfare office and I would say, wait to be called for my recertification, and I had a worker named Miss Payne, and she wore that name well, that treated me like crap. She would come out and be like, it's going to be like all the rest of these little girls that's grown and fast. Ain't going to be nothing, so get your little paper. My appointment could be 10 o'clock, she won't see me before. And I'm staying because I need my benefits, right? So again, I don't matter. So from 17 to 20, I believe, okay, this is how the world is going to be too. It's not just my mom. So once I decided to go into a career, because now I have to make some shifts, I had to take baby steps. But it started with me understanding how I'm feeling. And a lot of that was hard for me because it's lonely. There was nobody to talk to. And though I'm surrounded, I'm like in a room crowded like this, but nobody can hear me screaming. That's how I felt. Please, anybody, somebody help me. And then to have more stress put on me by having a child with a disability only made it that more challenging, right? And then when people say, God, I want to give you more than you can. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't care about that. I'm just trying to figure out how can I get stable housing? How can I take care of my son? How can I not be like my mom? How can I not turn to drugs? Why not just turn to drugs and let him go in foster care? Like, all these things that I saw happening, why not just do that? It looks easier. But I knew I could not have that experience for him because I knew what I went through. So I got myself together enough to go to school, get a little certificate, get my GED, and learn the skill. And that's where it started. And from there, I had that same I need to be independent energy carrying me all the way to when I started my own business. I always wanted to be a boss because I didn't like that people had control of my life. So I wanted to be the one that's in control, right? But I also was I'm an only child, so I want to be in control. Mm-hmm. But I knew at 4 that I wanted to own something. You know, that never changed. But it started with me understanding who I am. So I want you to look at your sheet. And I want somebody who said, I accept responsibility for my actions to raise their hand. Okay, tell me what that means to you, Lashika.
Doing something that I knew that I wasn't supposed to do at a certain time, and something backfired, and then I'm like, okay, I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing it anyway, so.
Okay, same thing?
To me, it's just like, whatever the results are of my actions, then I accept it, whether they be good or bad.
Okay, so here's where the breakdown is, because that's not true. That's not accepting responsibility. Accepting responsibility is doing something about it, so that you never do it again. So I learned from my mistakes. I accept responsibility by making sure I don't do that anymore. That's accepting. That's finishing the process. Because if I just say, yeah, it was me, I could say that all day. Oh, I messed up. That was me. Oh, that was my fault. I'll fix it next time. Oh, I may not. But until I start doing something different, I'm not accepting responsibility. I'm being the same person, right? Okay, so I feel good about myself. How many people said that?
Some days.
Some days, okay. Keisha, you nod your head. What's that mean to you?
I feel good about myself. Yeah.
Why? How do you know you feel good about yourself?
I'm proud of myself. You know, I feel good about myself because I'm proud of myself.
Okay, but what does that mean? See how you giving me like a surface answer?
Mhm.
What does that mean? I feel good about myself. What does that mean?
I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, I'm proud of myself because I feel like I don't know how to explain it.
You know how, but you're not used to saying it out loud. Tell me. What makes you feel proud about who you are and what you can do?
Cause like I feel like with other people put in my position, you know, they could have been fell under, you know, did other things, but I feel like I wake up every day and I keep going and I try to be as positive as possible.
But that was hard, like getting that out of there, right?
I mean,
but how many times when somebody say I feel good about myself and somebody say, well, what do you feel good about? Somebody gotta keep fighting you to get more. We're not used to saying good stuff about ourselves. Mm-hmm. So it's how did your body feel when you was doing that? Did you kind of want to like, go away?
She wanted to get out the room.
You was wishing you had a turn shell.
Looked like she was trying to sink in the chair when she was trying to get it
body
out.
language?
I was trying to get it out.
Yes, but if I felt good about myself, when I say I feel good about myself, oh, you're going to see it all over me from my head to my toe. Mm-hmm. That's how you know I'm emotionally well.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I feel good about myself because, like I said to him earlier, I don't have a negative balance every day no more. I used to rob Peter to pay Paul
all the time.
So when I can look at my account and it's not, oh, well, the light bill got it this time, Rick got it until next time.
Juggling.
That's big for me. Mm-hmm. Even if it was 10 years ago, it hasn't happened in 3 months. I don't care. That's big for me. And I feel good about myself that I can actually manage my money. Mm. The Latanya 10 years ago was shopping and not paying bills. Mm. So I could look good and go home to a mess if I had a home to go to. So you gotta know, and you gotta be okay with telling every person in here that you feel good. You got me? Y'all with me on that? Mm-hmm. One more. I am able to, no, because that's like actions. I believe that I have considerable control over my life. Tell me about that, Willa.
I feel that I have considerable control over my life, because no matter what, today I do the positive, you know.
Okay.
Far as coming from drug addiction till now that I feel like I got control with the God of my understanding is that I choose not to use no matter what. Mm-hmm. No
so you have
matter
control
what.
of choice.
Choice.
Do you have control of your physical body?
Yes, some days.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Some days I feel like I do, and some days I feel like I don't.
So that's a no.
That's a no, yeah.
You have to understand your no from your yes. Because if you're not clear that you're not consistently well, you won't work on it.
No, I'm not consistently well there.
You own it. Mm-hmm. It's okay to own it.
I didn't check mine.
You know, I don't want to make this to the point that y'all beat yourselves up. I want you to
Because
understand
that
the
is
work.
a big.
Yes.
That is a big.
Issue for you.
Yes, it's self confidence, insecurities. You know,
And
waking
that's
up
an
one
issue.
morning and can't
Can't
even
get out
walk,
the
man.
can't get out the bed. Yeah.
Low self-confidence and insecurities.
Yeah.
Okay? What does that lead to in life? If somebody asks you to do
Depression.
something, yeah, but what does it lead to? What decisions will you make as a result of this?
Like people ask me to do things, I
You don't
would
wanna
rush
do
it like, no, I ain't gonna be able to do that because like I don't like going out to eat.
Okay, no, go back. Say what you said. You're gonna say yes even though you don't want to, because you don't want nobody
When
to
you
know.
know that you're not well.
Yeah.
So you compromise. You make compromising
Decision.
decisions, and then you do what? What happens?
You
I
overwhelm
text and
yourself.
say no.
Overwhelm
yourself.
You go. My body says I need to lay down. But I need not lose my job, my livelihood, my friends, my family, so I'm going to push past this. I'm going to get up and go anyway. But my body already told me, you better go ahead and sit down somewhere. And we don't listen, okay? And we're doing this. We're here. And physiologically, that is traumatic up here. That's something that happened to you that you didn't address. Because then you would be able to do this. If you was emotionally well, you'll speak up. Listen, guys, my body, I've lately, my hip, my leg, my foot, my whatever's going on is not good. What I need is for y'all to come hang out with me instead of me coming out there with y'all. So I can still be engaged.
But I won't do that.
Of course you won't, because you got this.
Yeah.
Because you got this, okay? And then what happens here is you bleed out. Because you're going to keep saying yes, and you're going to keep going, and everybody around you is now going to start coddling. You okay? You eat
don't like
anything?
that,
You don't
yeah.
like it, but you did it. Because you didn't
Started
tell
it.
them what you need, right? Now, when I say you, I don't mean you, I mean us.
Us, all of
Yeah.
us.
This is
Same
what
thing.
all of us is doing, okay? And then we lose it. We experience this. We lose our job. We lose our relationships. We lose our freedom. All because we never said our truth. So this is why this is crazy important. If you don't feel in control of something that is going to be the driving force in your day-to-day, pay attention to it. Because it will manifest somewhere. It'll manifest. It'll manifest as a cold. It'll manifest as a cramp. It'll manifest as pain. It'll manifest as bills piling up. It'll manifest as arguments with people you never argued with. It'll manifest as you snapping at a clerk at the store and then do nothing to you. It'll manifest that you judging people because you don't have the courage to look at your own self. You're going to talk about everybody else. It'll come. Because I bet you if you describe your client, if you slow down enough and listen to what you're saying, you're talking about you. Right? The person
I agree. We have it. We all have issues.
No, wait, no. If it's frustrating you,
Oh, it doesn't frustrate me. It's just
then it doesn't apply to you.
okay.
I'm talking about if it's here
Yeah.
and you
And you
point at
point
somebody and
somebody out.
say, you
You
do
do.
and you're not, and that's why you never. That's you talking to you.
Yeah.
Because they're there to show you you. They're mirrors. If you can stay emotionally well and deal with them, then that's
it won't
not
be an
you.
issue.
Because you're really there to serve. But if it's like, oh, you're never on time, and you really slow down and notice that you're never on time, right? It's self-inventory. So I needed to do this with you guys so that y'all can see that this is patterned. And it's patterned in natural human behavior. So it's not you. It's not you.
It's all of us. We
It's
all
all
have
of
it.
us. And because we live in a very traumatic or trauma-driven society with social media and different things, we're constantly getting more negative messages about who we are and what we are than we are positive. So we need to have good practices for bringing ourselves back to the place where if I say, what do you love about yourself or what makes you proud, you can pull that out. Because if I slowed your brain down just enough, I would hear the negative talk you said before you said what you said about being proud of yourself.
Mm.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we don't slow down enough. We don't hear that whisper that said, you may be
You're
proud.
proud. You don't know what to say.
But you want to look right, like you are proud. Because who doesn't say they proud of themselves in a meeting talking about emotional wellness like this?
Yeah.
You rationalize for about a millisecond, and then you say something to cover up. But I challenge you guys going forward to recognize that person that needs to speak. Speak your truth. Own your trauma. Y'all talk your story. Own it enough for you to be able to see what you learned from it. So you're doing something different. And say no. Don't compromise. It may hurt some feelings. Some people might not want to bother with you for a little while. It might be the very person that you love being around all the time. I had to let go of a lot of people that I love dearly
Threw my husband out.
to save me.
Yeah.
Because I have a bigger
I had to
mission.
say no.
Yeah, I have a bigger mission. And you all are sitting here with a bigger mission. And you got to do it. Because that's why you're here. And that's why you get all frustrated. Because it's like, I know I got to do this.
Because especially in the field that we're in, if
Yes.
we're not well enough, then some of this stuff that we're dealing with day to day with these clients will even exacerbate what we're going through ourselves.
Right. And you will just repeat, you'll make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Because it has to be seen. It's like that nagging kid that eventually will throw himself out. Like, okay, if you didn't hear me say, mommy. If you know, that's what it's doing. It starts so small. Oprah said it best. It's a pebble, then it's a brick, then a whole building falling. You hear it, but you're like, it's nothing.
I can handle this.
Right.
Nobody needs
And it
to
would have been
know.
okay to say, some days I feel proud of myself, but some days I question
don't.
it. That's okay too.
No.
The truth.
Trust me.
Yeah, but say it with confidence. Because that's where I'm at today. Before this, I never felt proud of myself. I hated myself for a lot of reasons. But today, I'm actually finding things I like about me. I didn't know I liked that I, speak well. I didn't know that. People had to keep telling me. I didn't know. And when they tell me, I don't believe it. Don't keep telling me. Because I can't handle hearing that I'm good. Because I believe I'm bad. So I had to do work to be okay with getting that compliment. So you have to do the work to identify your truth. So if you check this and you haven't really looked at what you're checking deeply enough, do the rest of this sheet. And then when the next time somebody asks you something that you're challenged with, breathe and answer with a truth from yourself. Just go. Everything in me wants to say I want to go. But I know if I go, I won't be able to pay my rent. So let me check the check. And be okay with it. Let people in. Okay? So that's my piece. I hope I have opened up the things for you. Know that you guys can come talk to us. We are here to support you. We create this forum for you so that you learn to love you. That's the only way you can do great work with the people you're helping. That's the only way. If you do you the best, they will benefit from it. Cool?
Yeah.
Cool.
Any questions?
Nope.
Concerns?
Good.
Nice. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good stuff.